Welcome to Everything in Moto with Doc and Josh, where we talk about all things moto related. And our first topic that we have up is Levi Kitchen signing a 2-year contract extension with Pro Circuit Kawasaki. And my really one question on this is, why isn't this breaking news everywhere? PC hasn't even done a press release for it. Like, the only time we knew that it happened was Levi on the Swap Moto Live pod, which shout out to those guys for breaking the news. It's one sentence in the podcast. Yeah, I just re-upped my deal for 2 years. Like, that should be a press release somewhere, right?
I have a question. Is it with PC or with Cowie?
It's with PC.
Like, it's a 2-year, 250 deal?
That's what I'm assuming. That he didn't necessarily go into details, but I'm assuming it's a 2-year PC deal because he hasn't won anything. So technically, he can be in the 250s for another 2 years, right? Because if he wins, he can defend his title. If he doesn't win, he doesn't have to move until he wins. So he has those 2 years of eligibility, right? So, but yeah, my thing is just, why don't we have that as breaking news everywhere? Like, it just makes no sense. If we want to be, if we want to be like a sport, like a top tier sport, we gotta have like actual NBC, like breaking news. Levi Kitchen signs contract. Nah, I'm not saying that, but
I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, it should at least be,
it should be at least a press release. Yeah.
From somebody, right? Yeah.
Also, just a side tangent. Do you think he wins a chip in the next 2 years with that contract?
Yeah, but no.
I think he does the second year when Deegan moves up to 450s next year.
Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, I don't really see him beating. I mean, he's not going to beat. I don't think anybody's beating Deegan outdoors. Maybe Cole. Indoors, I think Levi can hang with Kitchen. Or Levi can hang with Deegan. Yeah, I know. I think Levi can hang with Hayden indoors for sure.
Man. Yeah, so in the comment section, let us know if you guys think he'll win a chip in the next 2 years with this contract. Also in the comments, let us know your guys' opinion. Does this need to be breaking news everywhere or at least a press release somewhere? Let us know in the comment section. Moving on, our second topic that we have is, this might not be official yet as I'm recording, but Ken Roczen is out for Denver Supercross. This is according to Pulp MX. I was looking at
it's usually pretty accurate.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we're not going to see Ken Roczen there. I was looking at the stats here, not the stats. I was looking at the points. He has a 30-point gap for third place, so he has enough leeway to miss this round and just show up for that. But it's another injury that we're losing a top guy that we don't get to see. Yes, he's not necessarily winning, but it's also a spot. Like,
I also just put him on my predictions, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
I mean, honestly, if he, okay, hear me out. If he could sit out the last two and be like good for outdoors,
I don't think he's doing outdoors.
I vote. Then I'm sad.
I think he'll do what he did last year. Just do a few outdoors to get points and then go to the SMX
for SMX.
Yeah.
But he's gonna come back on like a 125 or something random.
Hopefully, like, why are we going to the 250s like last year? Don't do that, please.
I mean, that was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, but it was pointless.
It was a good PR thing. They probably sold like 4 more. They probably like quadrupled their, 250 sales and sold like 6 of them. So
yeah. So yeah, it's kind of breaking news that I just saw this morning. So that kind of sucks. Shout out to Kenny. Hopefully it's not a new injury and he's just healing from his previous injuries. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah. So talking a little bit about injuries for MXGP of Portugal, and I had to actually re-record this segment because we had some breaking news that happened this morning on Friday, but I'll touch on that in just a second. But Tim Geiser is officially out due to the shoulder injury that happened at Switzerland. He tried to ride during the week, but realized it was just a little bit too soon. So hopefully he's back next weekend for MXGP of Spain. A rider that I originally thought was going to be racing this weekend was Isaac Gifting, but he's also going to be sitting out due to the concussion that happened at Trentino. But we do have a few guys that will be returning this weekend. We have Paul Jonas for Kawasaki, and the rookie Val Lin should be there. And also, according to Guadagnini's IG post of Let's Dance, I think he's also going to be racing. And now for the breaking news. Maxime Renault will also be racing this weekend after it was originally posted that he is going to be sitting out for the next 2 rounds, but he got medically cleared to race. So that's going to shake things up a little bit. He is quite a few points down off Tim Geiser and Febvre, but anything can happen at MXGP. I mean, we didn't expect Tim Geiser to go out. You know what I mean? So that should be interesting to see how he does, especially with it being like a lower body injury, and it's going to be a sand track. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what Renault can do. But that's it for the breaking news. Let's go back to the original video. I know you don't follow it too much, but you know some names. So who do you have winning for Portugal? For 452 Vs.
Sewer for 450.
That's bold.
That's very bold. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know me and my bold predictions. They're bold. And then keeping the theme of bold, obviously, Wolf, kind of Wolf.
I don't think that one's as bold.
It's not bold.
No.
It was a joke. Okay, it was a hee-hee ha-ha moment.
My bad. I forgot to laugh.
Okay. He was on school too, chat. Don't worry.
For me, I have Liam Everett's winning. Okay, he won last year there. And then I'm going to have Fevre win in the 450. I think he takes over the points lead, puts a little bit of a gap. I don't know if he'll go perfect with the qualifying and win-win, but he's going to put a pretty much of a gap on Tim, and it's going to be fun championship later on, right? And then talking a little bit about more injuries here, we have Justin Barcia got hurt a couple weeks ago. It's been since Everything Moto. I got to talk about it a little bit. He missed last weekend. He's going to be missing the next couple of rounds. He's going to be back for motocross. Do you think, like, how do you think he's going to do in motocross? Do you think he's going to be a top 7 guy, maybe a 7 through 10 guy?
I was going to say 7th. That's what I was just going to say, 6 to 8. He's strong and like always has had decent endurance, you know? So like, I think he'll be able to ride the whole moto. And so I think maybe he's not as fast as the guys, but I think he'll be able to push the majority of the moto, which will get him up there. I mean, I would love to, I don't know. Yeah, I would say 5 to 8 consistently. 5 to 8.
Okay. Yeah, because he's coming back from injury. So like, I don't know how, and a knee injury at that too. So motocross and knee injury doesn't really work that well. I think he's, dude, with all the guys coming back too, I think he's a 7 through 10 guy, man. I know that's harsh, but I think he might be a 7 through 10 guy, man. In the comment section, let us know what you guys think Justin Barcia is going to do like outdoors. 7 through 10, maybe 5 through 7. I don't see top 5s.
Is Ando coming back? Do we know anything about that?
I personally don't. I haven't seen anything. I do know that he was like on the post that he intends to come back for moto. Nothing updated yet as from right now. But I do know 2 riders that are coming back. They have confirmed it, and they confirmed it in the booth last weekend during the 250 main, and that is the Lawrence brothers. They will both be back at Paula, and their dad kind of mentioned it a week prior a little bit to Pulp actually, which I saw that, and then they confirmed it in the booth, and I was like, okay, sweet. Now my one question for you is, just consider this. Do you think they'll be right where they were, like right there at the very end, like last year, like tippity top, or do you think it's going to take a couple weeks to get back into form?
I think Jet will be a threat. Ooh, that rhymed. I think Jet will be a podium contender, like race winner contender right out of the gate. Hunter can win races. I think, like, could have won race, has won races. I think he'll be like that 5th out of the gate, and then maybe work his way up. Maybe like 5th to 7th out of the gate, and then work his way up to being able to win races again.
Okay, yeah, because
I thought
that's with the injuries, especially a shoulder injury too with Hunter. Like, I think he's gonna be fine. He's been, it was Tampa, right? So Tampa was week 5.
That's a while, yeah.
It was a while ago. So he should be back to at least 100%. He still has a couple more weeks, right? 3 more weeks, I think. Same thing with Jet coming off the ACL injury.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you with Jet.
Jet will be a problem. Yeah, I think he'll be a problem for sure.
That's another thing. Like, how would Tomac look too, right? Like, he hasn't raced forever too.
Speedy, brother. Speedy.
Yeah, so in the comment section, do you guys think Jet right off the rip will be battling for wins, or do you think it will take a couple motos? I'm not saying races, just a couple motos to get back into form, right? Same thing with Hunter too. Let us know in the comment section. I think the guys that are racing right now kind of have an advantage because they've had the gate drops, right?
But, I don't know, but the guys are racing right now. Cooper, listen. Cooper Webb's not doing anything outdoors. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it a stack. Maybe he changes my mind. Personally, I don't think he's doing much outdoors. Chase is going to be an issue. I think AP will be really good. Like, looking at the outdoor season now, if we didn't have any riders coming back, I would say Chase and AP are the 1-2 guys right now for outdoors. Maybe Malcolm, but like also,
I would say Jay Coop too. Jay Coop is dangerous.
Jay Coop, that's a good one. Jay Coop is a very good one. Oh, do you see that clip of RJ on the 450?
RJ2 might be. I don't know if he's racing though. Like he's had a problem with the wrist, so like I don't know yet. We'll obviously break it when it comes through, but
RJ could be an issue outdoors on a 450. I think he's going to be really good in the 450s.
I think it will take a few rounds though for him to get up to speed for 450 pace, especially that Jay Coop Chase AP pace. Right? I think RJ could be that 5 through 7 guy though.
I'm going to do an early prediction that I'm probably going to change when we do our predictions for outdoors, but I wouldn't be surprised if Chase went 1-1 at Paula.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either. So moving on to and talking about a rider that is going to be a new rider going into the season this year, a rider that has never raced moto, but was a pretty damn good rider in MXGP. That's the Triumph guy, Mikkel Haarup. He's going to be filling in for Jalik Swole for the I'm assuming the full motocross season. I don't think Jalik's going to be returning from that Achilles injury. I don't think that's possible physically, right? I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. But I was looking this up, and Mikkel Haarup last year, he finished 5th in the MX2 last year. He's had 7 podiums in the MX2 class. He finished 4th at the MXDN, right? Motocross of Nations. He has the speed to battle with the likes of Kyle Wolf, Langerfelder, right? The top guys in MXGP. So do you think that he can be a top 5 guy going into outdoor season?
I don't know, dude. I feel like the MXGP guys, it's always like a little bit of roll of the dice. They're either going to be like absolute demons, like in Jeffrey, and come over and just body us, or they're going to take forever. And obviously they have the skill and just getting used to the way we do things over here, and then we'll be good. So if I was a betting man, I would say that probably not out of the gate, but maybe could work his way into a podium guy.
I think he'll have the speed in a couple rounds, get his feet wet in how the program works. He's never done the Saturday only programs, right? I did see that he went and raced like the amateur classes, the college boy, the 250A, the pro sport, and dominated them. So I mean, he is getting familiar with the tracks and stuff like that, but I think he could be a problem. I think he can.
The first 2 tracks to, Paula and Hangtown are weird. I don't think that they're very like a normal moto track. Like everyone I've talked to, especially Hangtown, has been like, this is the weirdest track. Just like go there, get it done, and then move on. So maybe get through the opening round. I wouldn't expect too much because it's opening round learning. Hangtown's just like, what is happening? And then, is it Thunder Valley round 3? Then probably start doing well there.
So our next topic is related to gaming. And Motocross the Game has collabed with the Canadian Triple Crown Series, which is very, very sick. I wanted to ask Doc like his thoughts. He's part of the team. And I also, in these videos, I wanted to bring up a little bit of like maybe if collabs are happening with MX Bikes, MTG. I wanted to bring that up because I know you guys enjoy the video game side of things. So, with that being said, MTG now has Arena Cross, the Canadian Triple Crown Series. Are you allowed to say anything, plans on maybe try to get a little bit more series possibly?
No, I can't say anything. But very good, very, 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 yeah. I'm very excited. Things are coming together over there at the MTG. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long process with a lot of ups and downs and figuring things out, and it's starting to feel real, and it's all coming together from a marketing side, from a content side, from a physics side. It's coming together, boys.
Yeah, I was very excited about that. For me as a fan, it kind of makes me think that we're possibly going to get some more series in the future. Now, I don't know anything. Doc can't say anything, right? It would be pretty sick to see some more collabs in the future, which I'm crossing my fingers that we do. All right. We already have.
We'll be rolling things out on a somewhat regular basis moving forward. There's going to be a lot of small announcements, if you will, not small, but like there'll be a lot of announcements moving forward.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. Cool things.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring it up. I want to ask your guys' thoughts in the comment section, like what you guys think about the collab with the Triple Crown series. Are you guys excited for the game coming out? I think the beta is coming out here pretty soon in the summer. We're getting closer to it. Yeah, we're getting closer to it. So there's already some gameplay footage of the game too. So very excited about that. Very, very excited. Okay, so now the last topic that I have is it's happened over the past weekend at the Australian round number 3 at Gillam. Joel Evans passed away, unfortunately, at the race. And I really just wanted to say our thoughts and prayers are with his family. It sucks to see so many injuries. I mean, this video has so many injuries. I mean, now we have someone passing away too. We had Jerry Robin getting paralyzed. Literally, is that the same weekend? Maybe the weekend prior, I think it was.
Know. Yeah, it's close together.
Motocross is definitely dangerous. Very, very dangerous, and it just sucks to see, man. We just wanted to keep our thoughts and prayers are with his family and everything. So
I know there's a road to recovery link. We can put that in the description, and then if there's a link for any of the other guys, we can put that down there too.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. So those are all the moto news that we have for this past week or two. We're gonna try to do this every single week. Every single Friday, we're gonna drop it. We're gonna try our best. Sometimes during the week there's not a lot of news, but we'll try our best to just get everything that we can see. And like I'm
tell you about our life, just tell you about what's going on with us.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Probably not.
I just play bikes all day.
But yeah, like I said, we're gonna try to get everything moto related. So that is whether that's MXGP, moto, like Supercross, motocross, video game related, like some collabs, because I know that, like I said, MTG just did a collab with the Triple Crown series. I know Bikes and Vermoto have done a bunch of collabs. I mean, Doc just did one with them. And yeah, it's just really cool to see that side of things picking up on the video game aspect. And yeah, just anything moto related. So we're going to try to do that every single week. Hopefully there's a lot more news every single week too. So, but with that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love on all these videos. Make sure you guys hit that like and sub button, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow for the watch party. So we're out.
Bye.
Peace.